piece to the puzzle. Yeah, it was that.
But
was...
the reason I brought up that they had a big shipment of wood in is because when they get their big shipments, a bunch of their shit goes on sale.
Trying to cycle stuff out.
Yeah, like they had a huge bin of like scrap wood, and they were like, "Yeah, it's like $5 a pound."
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Especially for all like the little goofy projects you can do with that. Oof.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, my work has a welder. I think it's a MIG welder. And I know how to use it, and I'm like, oh, that's not a good idea.
You can make a lot of money welding.
And there's like we have a scrap iron bin.
Oh my
god! Throw
gosh.
scrap iron into. Oh my goodness.
All right, I'm here. I'm set up. Dark vision is 60 feet.
Hey,
there we go.
And I hear some
see it.
pitter-pattering of footsteps. So.
Yep.
Can
That's
I
where we're
see
at.
said things?
Oh, no, you cannot.
I cannot. All right, who's near me, like that I can kind of low crawl my turtle self over to?
Yeah, this was this is what we were discussing when you didn't respond. So you gonna wake anyone up?
Yeah,
you just never answered.
I'm just trying to figure out who's on my left and right or who's close to me. I don't know who wants to see the turtle.
You guys are all kind of loosely gathered around. Well, not a fire pit, I guess, but where all your bags are stacked. So anybody is within, 10, 15 feet of you.
Okay, and everyone in our party has dark vision, right?
I can't answer that. I'm asleep.
No. Oh, I've talked to you guys before. Like I would know if you guys could see in the dark. This isn't like the first time we met.
I'll tell you that my eyes glow blue.
Okay. I'm trying to kick somebody awake that I know can probably see. So that's why I'm trying to ask, like, I don't know you guys' characters. Like, are you guys standardly dark vision?
I'm a half elf.
Okay. Well, okay.
Which is
I would know this stuff because I've worked with you guys before. It's like okay. Well, yeah, I'll so I'm actually going to kick or prod Athelios up just because I know he's not going to instantly kill whatever's out there.
Wow.
But I also know that he's thick enough to go out there alone.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just going to kind of like, hey, trying to wake him up.
What's up? What's going on? I'm going to have bow in my hand.
I hear footsteps over there.
Celia still has the arrow knocked.
Over where? Yeah, I've been holding it all night.
I'll point over towards the direction that I heard the footsteps. I think I heard like a few creatures, but I couldn't see them. But they're over there.
Wait. I don't think I even have night vision.
You motherfuckers!
You're the one who woke up the
Oh
humans.
my god!
I think it's only
gonna
the
take my bow.
It's really dark.
I'm gonna crawl over to Lothar.
Oh, that's right. You don't have dark vision. Oh, now I remember.
I'm gonna poke Lothar awake. Lothar, wake up!
Oh my god!
Oh, this can't be good. Yes. What is it?
Zoo heard some shit over somewhere. I can't see anything.
You guys are so
Why did he
helpful.
wake you up then?
Motherfuckers.
I don't know. I don't know why he woke me up.
Hey, Patrick, will you roll a perception check?
Hey, there's footsteps.
I mean, my eyes literally glow blue. You can see it.
Do you want to go out there? Like, I'm trying to find somebody that can, like, either, go out there, but I don't want them to just kill it. I would like to know what's out there. I'm pretty sure
I'll go see if I can I'm not going to leave the camp, but I'll try to sneak a peek in the direction.
All right, I'll watch.
Fast, as you are laying there asleep, you begin to come to as you hear several raised but hushed voices, slightly bickering with each other.
Don't wake him. He'll just kill it and then not tell us what it was.
What's going on?
Nothing. Well, something. I heard something.
I'm gonna slap Zoo.
What's going on?
Nothing. And instead of waking everybody up, you'd rather we get murdered in our sleep. Thanks.
I don't know if we're going to get murdered. I just heard something, and this escalated beyond my control faster than I thought.
You guys are so cowardly.
I'm not cowardly. I just wanted to, figure out what to do.
My glaive, and I'm gonna step away from them slightly towards the edge of camp. And what direction is it coming from as I'm moving away?
That way.
The opposite direction.
Zoo had kind of been gesturing east earlier.
Yeah, to the east.
Yeah, is he lying to me?
Make a perception check.
Am I
I
lying?
haven't seen anything.
It's to the east. It's over there.
14.
You also hear some footsteps, but these are coming from the south. And footsteps is maybe too strong of a word. A rustling. Yeah. Like
Wait. Do I hear it?
of leaves being disturbed.
Oh,
Can I try to sneak a peek to the south?
Mm-hmm.
18?
Lothar, you hear sounds coming from the west.
I believe it's coming from the west. Or we might be surrounded.
We are surrounded.
Oh. I'm going to stand up hearing that and just hit my gong really hard and say, I see you, get the fuck out here right now.
While he's doing that, I'm switching to my rapier.
I see you.
A rapier and shield. I am no longer carrying no longer have my longbow in my hand.
Drop that shit quick.
Good.
What I'm trying to do is just draw attention to myself, if that's possible.
Well, you drew attention to
That's
all of
healthy.
us, so
Well,
Yeah, the crash of a gong rings out through the quiet nighttime woods. You can hear several animals scampering around, but you definitely surprise some squirrels. You hear a couple birds flap off, but that's about all you hear as your gong kind of echoes into the night.
well, I think that worked itself out.
I just imagine we're all staring at you silently.
I panicked. I panicked. We're surrounded, and I.
how many?
Worth noting, pitch black.
As we're all adventurers, do we or familiar with these woods? Do we know how many hours till sunrise?
2.5, 3.
2.5. Okay. Well, there's no point in going back to sleep at this point.
Well,
Oh,
And everybody-
good.
And everything knows we're here, so should we just light a fire? At least I would be able to see stuff for a short distance.
oh,
You were captured in a sleep, and we did just fine before.
So you don't want to build a fire.
I think if anything, we should start moving.
Yeah, we should pack up
Is it-
quick. And
If they
leave.
didn't know that we were here, they definitely know it now.
I see.
As I continue to stare at Zoo.
Fair.
I misjudged. I wanted-
Let's get going.
I was trying to scare them. I'm sorry. You said we were
I'm gonna be
surrounded. And I
mage handing
panicked.
my pack onto me.
Well, the dark is new to me. I'm sorry. Oh,
The dark is new to you.
You've been in the dark before,
I mean,
right?
You've been in worse
seeing-
dark than this.
seeing in the dark is new to me, and it's just overwhelming sometimes. I get distracted by the moon and stuff. It sounds. There's a lot to take in, you know. Well, you
I
don't
feel
know.
like
You've,
we're starting to a pattern is emerging here with you. You know what I mean?
well, we're making it.
Mm.
I'm more of a gardener, you know. But
hmm
we're doing it.
Okay, we're doing it.
All right.
All
So
right.
y'all
Well,
are
yeah, we're all
packing up and
packed
leaving?
up and no long rest. That's fine. Let's just go. Fine.
We're not finishing our long rest.
Don't have any class features attached to my long rest or anything. It's totally cool. Not mad.
We can long rest a little bit further up the road.
You're mad.
Yeah, so y'all have had a short rest, if that helps any of you.
I feel like you're punishing us.
No, I feel like Russell or Zoo punished us as I trudge along. Who's leading, by the way? Who's the first person
blind
down
dude.
the road?
I think
Me?
I think we're good to continue our long rest.
I don't think we are. I really don't.
I say problem. I scared them all away.
don't think So
I think any chance we had at flying under the radar is probably gone.
Well, maybe I should take an earlier or later watch when it's not so dark out.
All right, so y'all are heading back down south towards town, roughly the way you came. Who's taking lead in this nighttime hike?
I will
Sweet.
pass.
You all get about 200 yards out of camp, and you've been following game trails for the last several hours of your overland travel. So they're not formal trails by any means, but you can tell that animals have kind of used these as highways and byways. And as you come around a particularly thick grove of trees, you see a single goblin sitting on top of what looks like about a Labrador-sized dragon, sitting in the middle of this path.
Yep, that's a trap.
Does he see us?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's staring directly at you.
Can we see the color of the dragon with dark vision, or is it just kind of black and white?
Shades of gray.
Shades of gray. Okay.
And I
The,
don't see it at all, do I?
Not a bit, no.
I am, as we're speaking, I'm looking through all the feats to see if there's one that can give me night vision.
If you take Eldritch Invocation or Eldritch Initiate, you can take Devil's Sight.
Yep.
But I digress.
Sell that soul, baby.
well,
The dragon looks up at you, Thas, and goes, "Halt!"
Papa.
What Mickey Mouse kind of shit is that?
Oh, it's a secret tool for later.
I'm going to glance back at my companions and go, fight or run?
talk.
Hey, you want to send the bard up?
Oh no!
Send in the
I say that
bard.
under, I
Send
say that
in the
under my breath.
Yeah, go talk. We got your back.
There will be no nets coming out of the forest for you, I'm sure.
Well, how far is this dragon again?
Maybe I don't know, 15, 20 feet in front of you.
You said the goblins
Oh,
on
I
top of
can-
it.
I can clear that.
Oh,
I got you. If things go sideways, we got you.
hello.
That's
The
a
dragon
turn.
was the one that talked already, right? Like, hello, dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You're just a little one, aren't you?
Excuse me,
Oh, wow. Way to lead on the off foot.
I am the biggest of all of my kind.
Oh, he's speaking. What language is he speaking?
Common.
Common. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen dragons before. You maybe yeah. I just heard about them in Legends. Maybe yeah. If you say that you're
Is
the
the
biggest,
moon out? Question.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Um,
it's about a quarter moon.
Okay, so it's illuminating a little bit of. Or are we in an open area?
A little tiny pocket of an open area. More of a
So
break in the
with
trees than a
this,
meadow.
with this little bit of moon, can I see this creature?
You can barely see its outline.
Okay.
Is this goblin your a friend, slave, lover?
He
Master.
is my partner, my friend.
Oh, okay. That's good.
We've killed many, many people together. Well, people. Fairies.
Yeah.
Fairies. Oh.
Mhm.
Bad fairies?
Fairies, yeah.
Are fairies so in this just kind of drawing on like history, are fairies evil or good or
Uh,
generally speaking?
the fairies are like if a raccoon wandered into a dinner party, where broadly there's a lot of wicked good food there, but there's also the eminent possibility that a device like an axe or a gun beyond the raccoon's understanding will wipe it out of existence. So if you're very cute and very lucky, the Fae maybe won't smite you on sight or stick you in a cage forever.
Wait, hold on. Pause. Sorry. Changelings do have dark vision.
In that case, you see
Okay.
monochrome.
I thought I didn't have dark vision, and I was like something like it's scratching at the back of my head. So I see a monochrome dragon. Okay, continue.
All right. Well, addressing your friend here, your partner. What's your name? What is the pair? What are your names?
You see the goblin kind of open his mouth and just go,
I don't know what.
We don't know what you're doing.
Oh,
"Oh, did that not come through?"
No.
Where am I
the
looking? Sorry.
The goblin opens his mouth and a dry rasp comes out. And then he closes his eyes and touches two fingers to his temple. And the dragon kind of perks its head up, cocks its head to the side, and goes, "My friend would like you to know that his name is Drag."
Is your name on?
How did you know?
oh no.
Clever one over
Oh.
there.
I'm gonna nudge Lothar. I'm
Well-
gonna say I think they have a telepathic bond.
That's kind of cool. What you guys got going on there? Well, are we the kind of people that you like to kill?
I mean, as long as you don't mean any harm to, goblin kind, the forest, any of my dragon kin.
Oh,
Are you with that other goblin encampment?
Oh, the city, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as long as we,
Can I make a
we're in
perception
agreement.
check and just kind of scan the general surrounding?
Yeah. What's in our area?
Can I make a history
Ooh.
check as well?
13.
Yes, although I'm going to limit everyone to one check at a time presently.
Okay.
Sorry, who's doing perception?
Fast and I. We got 13 and a 14.
All right. You do not see anything aside from this dragon in front of you.
I am going to make a history check to see if I recognize the species of dragon.
Make that a nature check.
Yeah, be a nature
Okay,
check.
nature check. Well, I was thinking from my time in the Feywild, but
Man, if only we had a ranger.
I mean that didn't work. So nature check.
Ooh.
That was my history check. Oh, I mean my nature check's not much better.
Yeah, you're right. It's not much better. It's a gray dragon for sure.
Yeah, it's a great dragon.
Well,
So let's see. That was a 9.
It was a 9. Yeah.
Solid. Yeah, you recognize that. Well, you were in the Feywild for a long while. I can give you something on a 9. You know that there are significantly more types of dragons than just the big stompy ones. This one is fairly common in the Feywild. This is a fairy dragon.
Okay, and am I significantly frightened of this beast?
In this scenario, absolutely. Fairy dragons are best known for their illusion magic, and while they're not super tough, like you know, they wouldn't do super well getting hit with a sledgehammer. It also is like trying to wrestle a panther. Yeah, there's a lot of fangs and claws and flight capabilities.
I'm gonna activate divine sense.
Yeah.
So it's a good and evil detection.
Um,
I can.
While he does this, I'm going to turn to the group and say this is a fairy dragon. They are good at illusion magic. So
it's.
don't let your guard down.
So divine sense affects anything that is not under full cover, not behind total cover.
Yeah, the let's see here. Let me pull up Divine Sense real quick. So I just want to make sure I give you the full benefit of that ability. Let's see. All right. You do not sense the Hallow spell, nor do you sense any celestial fiends or undead within 60 feet.
And nothing consecrated, desecrated, evil, good.
Correct. While you have your divine sense up and you're really focusing on this goblin and his dragon companion, you can kind of barely feel something kind of at the edge of your senses, but it feels greasy, like your ability can't quite get a hold of it.
Okay, I see. They altered detect evil from 3 to in 5e. Yeah, okay. Not as eminently useful.
Yeah, it's a lot more black and white. Sorry, wish I could give you more, but don't want to.
Nope,
I'm
that's
gonna
fine.
Step forward, and
I'm going to mention there's something very wrong and disgusting out there. That's a little further out. And I'm going to whisper that quietly.
The dragon, as you take a step forward, goes, "Please stop right there. You all need to leave these woods and never come back."
Oh yeah, we're going that way. Yeah, sounds good.
That's Very fortunate because we're trying to leave.
Good. We'll be watching you while you leave, and if you come back, we won't be watching anymore.
What?
Good night.
So
And he scampers off into the bush.
Oh man, I was gonna greet him in Sylvan. Oh, you just. Oh,
All right, another crisis averted.
oh man. I'm
guess
gonna glare at the rest of my party and go. That creature was a fey creature, and we may have gotten more if he knew I could speak Sylvan.
Should have spoken up.
Gosh, being the strong, silent, non-ranger type seems to do real well here.
I guess we just keep on keeping on.
Yeah, this is going great.
All right, and off you go.
Now we have a
Yeah, I think
dragon stalking us.
I think I read somewhere that like fairy dragons are good omens, right? Is that what I think I remember reading that in a book somewhere, but it's a fairy and a dragon.
If he jumps on you, you're pretty much dead.
Oh, but he was nice enough to let us go. He's helping that poor little goblin with his voice.
Yeah, but now we don't know where he's at. So
Oh, he's sitting. I think we're good.
About 10 minutes down the road, who's walking in the back?
Probably be me.
You know it's you.
It's me. I'm in the back. I have a big show. And I can see. So I'm back here. And I'm also just like, looking around. Not fearfully, more like taking it all in. Oh, that's a nice breed of a nice strain of grass over there. That's cool. We don't have that in our town.
As you kind of mutter that to yourself in that tuft of grass, you see the little dragon head like pop out from the middle and give you a little wink and then pop back down into the grass.
Yeah, wink back.
Doesn't tell anybody else, and we keep on going.
About 2 hours later, you all find yourselves starting to near the clearing where you'd seen all those Etten several nights ago.
Continue to skirt around that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking for signs of that they moved as well.
Anyone who wants to check for signs of their passing, you can make a survival check for tracking.
Survival check.
19.
Okay, I'll do it.
20.
I don't know why D&D 5e is so slow rolling the dice. Got an 18.
Have you tried reloading?
Yeah. Like the first time I roll a die is like the worst.
Weird.
And then it gets marginally better. But I rolled an 18.
Well, and weirdly...
Here, watch. I'll show you. Share screen. Screen 1. Go live.
I believe you.
I believe
We
you
can
too.
see the log.
Yeah, we saw the delay.
Watch this. Roll.
We see the question mark.
Chunk.
Sounds like a PC or internet issue.
No, I have gig speed, Russell.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yes, I have tried turning it on and off again.
Everyone got mad at me when I turned Dungeons and Dragons off.
How many Chrome tabs you got open there, Kai?
I got 7.
Oh, that's a lot.
Maybe it's a memory issue.
Even when I only have
Memory leak.
1. Here, Task Manager. Let's pull up Task Manager. I'm only at 51% memory, baby.
Is it all going to Chrome?
51%?
1,700. Here, I'll show you. It's so much.
1%?
It's so bad. Yeah, it's very bad.
You have 8 gigs of RAM.
I'm running OBS and everything. I'm at 29%. Running a stream. I got like 2 tabs open.
I mean, percentage is always relative. Remember that.
Yeah.
1,500 megabytes.
What'd you say?
Goodness. Yeah, it's
how
not
much
good.
How much memory you got there? You hit that performance tab there.
Performance.
16 gigs. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, not a terrible amount, but
that's a lot of memory getting used by just Chrome.
It is a lot. You're absolutely right. But it happens every time I launch. Every time I launch Chrome. Chrome takes up so much.
Firefox has been really good to me. Way less of a memory hog. Well.
Yes, it is.
When I get over 100 tabs, it doesn't like me. But
100 tabs,
when we're there.
Jesus.
I feel like that's self-inflicted more than
that's really on me. I know the solution
That's
to that
kind of
problem.
like shooting yourself in the foot and complaining that you can't walk very well.
Look, we all make choices. Some of us choose Chrome. Some of us choose 100 Mozilla Firefox tabs. Either way.
The important thing is all of our browser experiences are terrible.
Yes.
And that's why I'm switching to Bing. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, shit.
And that brings me to today's channel sponsor, NordVPN.
Do you want your
And
slow
Raid
browser to
Shadow
go
Legends.
even slower?
Do you hate your gig internet?
ISPs hate this one trick.
Yeah.
Leave all your bookmarks open.
Your 1 gig up, 1 gig down doesn't matter.
I found out that Firefox will let you right-click open all bookmarks this morning.
That's horrifying.
That's terrible. Terrible.
We
I don't know
all
why
make
it does it,
decisions.
but I misclicked and suddenly had like 200 browser tabs open on my work computer. I was like, uh-oh.
But what if we
So
enable
I
them
just restarted my computer and called it
open all their bookmarks?
Oh no.
I wonder if I can do that. Yeah, you can. You can do
So
it.
you're
in
saying
Chrome,
you woke up and chose violence?
No shit.
You have 200 bookmarks?
Do you not?
No.
Easily 200.
Oh.
I bookmark everything because that way you can do searching through your bookmarks really easily by typing in the URL bar.
I have 10.
I have 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I mean,
14,
who
15,
bookmarks
16,
porn?
17,
Really?
18, 20. I have 20.
I have like 25 folders.
Oh, wow.
My God.
You are simultaneously organized and a psychopath.
Look, I'm a hoarder who really likes IKEA, all right? Leave me alone. Lothar.
Yeah.
You rolled a nothing. You rolled no dice.
I didn't roll, yeah.
Zoo and Thas. You guys are making survival checks and Athelios. Holy shit. Yeah.
I didn't
We
need to
rolled
roll.
good on this one.
Mhm.
Ish. I mean, depending on the other side.
Yeah, so for the three of you, you all have been in these woods a long time. You are very familiar with traversing these areas, with tracking things, with knowing what kinds of things have passed an area. It is downright suspicious how little sign of 15 giants there
Almost
is.
like they were an illusion.
Well, let's not jump to the conclusions here. They could have been real.
Smart. Wow.
That's weird.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Would you like a jump to conclusions, Matt?
This makes me want to go check that clearing. But
almost like they're trying to frighten people away.
Yeah, but we will be leaving the forest if we enter the clearing.
I see what you're saying. I'm down. I'm gonna let whatever you think. It's what I'm okay with.
And
as long as dude has no say in the
matter. I also think that is a good idea.
Bass, what do you think? We could go check out the clearing. Because it's suspicious that we don't hear them, we don't see any tracks or anything. But we will have left the forest, and that means if we enter the forest again, we may get attacked by a dragon.
I am pretty sure it was they must have been an illusion just from what we can see here. I mean, a lot of giants to not make any tracks. I think we can just continue on heading back without needing to investigate, but that's my personal opinion.
I think we should make a mental note or make a note of this location and return with greater forces. Or no, I'm not gonna say that out loud. I shouldn't say that out loud. I'm thinking that to myself, and I'm gonna go, "Hey, let's just head back to town."
Said the quiet part loud. The loud part quiet.
To say, "Hey, let's head back to town. Let's just make a mental note of this, and continue on."
I would like to let out a whistle.
Would you like to hit your gong?
No, not a gong, not a gong. I'm sorry. Again? I'm gonna say, Mr. On, are we? Where's the edge of the forest?
And in that same tuft of grass you were looking at before, you see that head pop back up, and he goes, "Excuse you, my name is Drag."
Oh, you're Drag.
This guy is On.
Oh,
I thought the goblin was Drag.
They're confused.
I'm.
They're just nope. It's a bit. They're doing a bit.
Okay, my mistake.
Son of a bitch. No one bits me.
Well anyway, is this the edge of the land of the forest here?
Oh, the edge of the forest is about a day and a half. Well, by how slow you guys travel.
Okay. Hey, did you make a bridge illusion at one point?
Me? No. I can't make illusions that big.
Oh.
Or stick around that long.
Oh. So you can only make, like, what's the biggest illusion you've ever done? Just,
You like to know.
I would.
It was really big.
Like how big?
Big like
a big dragon.
Big like you?
Well, I mean, I am pretty big, but bigger than me.
Oh.
How much bigger than you?
It's hard to believe. At least 2 times as big.
Oh.
That's not that big.
Well, it's pretty big. He's the biggest.
I'm going to slap Lothar.
I'm mad. He made me part of a bit. Son of a bitch.
And you see him kind of rear up on his back legs and start waving his forepaws around. And all of a sudden, in miniature in front of him, you see a human, but shrunk down to about the size of a halfling. And then something about 3 times that height standing in front of it. But it's really amorphous. It's very blobular. Not at all a defined shape. You can see like a claw here, a wing there, maybe a torso, maybe a leg, but they always kind of fold back in on themselves.
Oh, that is a really cool dragon. Yeah.
This is about how big it'd be for you.
Oh, I see. It's a
Each
scale
time
model.
our height.
Got it.
Yeah, I have been working on my miniatures.
I see that. It's very good.
Thank you. See, I'm so big, it's hard for me to make such small things.
Yeah.
A 5e
I'm gonna
miniature
say-
dragon is talking about making miniatures. My God.
I am gonna say in Sylvan, very well done, Mr. Drag.
He
I'm not drag. I'm on.
Don't.
Don't do it.
he replies back.
And I'm gonna, as I say that, I'm gonna bow my head a little bit.
He goes, "Oh, I see you know your manners." But he says that in Sylvan. He goes, "May I have your name, please?"
Surely, my name is
do it.
Anthelius.
Oh.
Thank you, and he flies away.
Nice.
That's fine.
You shouldn't have told him your name.
Now he has your true name.
Okay.
Now he knows you. Okay, so do we
Just
still
know me.
think that this creature could have made these Ettins?
I doubt
Nobody
that this...
insight checked him, so we don't know.
Oh, I was just talking. I thought you guys were inciting.
What did you just say to me?
They're
You
inciting
thought I was-
action.
You thought I was inciting? What does that mean?
looking into his mannerisms. I should
mean,
have done
do
that.
We
I would.
feel. Look. We can past tense this. That's the beauty of this language. Do we feel like he was telling the truth?
I'll let you make an insight check.
Cool.
See how that works, guys? 14.
It's not as fun. I was hassling Russell.
17. 17 to insight.
Yeah, both of you
Well,
have a good sense
rolling.
that he was truthful with you.
Alright. So
Okay.
Or
that means there's another Fae that can do illusions on a larger scale. So that gives us a little more info.
Doesn't necessarily have to be another Fae.
I mean,
True.
the Ettins could
True.
the Ettins themselves could be magical too. I'm just going to put that out there as
You're
the
right.
bard.
The Ettins could have magical feet.
Yeah, maybe they are. I don't know. They just
maybe
are
they
good
have
at covering
really
their
high
tracks.
dexterity for
Oh
Ettins.
God,
They can jump really far. They just
they were just a
jump
party
away,
of Etten rogues.
just
jump into the air, jump
Backstab
away.
you with a tree.
dexterity level 20. Yes.
But who's it? Just putting it out there. I'm just saying.
Yes.
why did-
Boots
why
have
did-
passed with no trace on a dozen Ettins that were dressed very crudely.
Maybe they got a magic ring and they didn't know what it does, and it just made them pass on through.
Yes, they all got a magic ring.
They all tape a branch on their chest and call it a ghillie suit to cast. Passing out grace.
Hey, where I'm gonna look to Athelius and say, where did On go?
You mean
I
drag?
don't know. Yeah, you mean drag?
No, I mean On. No, I'll narrow my eyes.
I'm gonna
Be
shrug
a
and say
bit.
I don't know. He just decided to fly away.
Yeah, he told him his
No,
name.
no,
he asked
no,
for his
his
name.
companion.
He told him his name,
His
and then he
companion.
flew away.
Alright.
They swapped names, and then he flew away.
Does a name have any power that I don't know about in the Feywild?
Not that I know of.
Oh no, I
Alright.
was just saying that they were just exchanging pleasantries.
Yeah.
Now they're friends.
I don't know about friends, but
I
he
see.
knows this form.
I didn't
He does not know.
dragons speak Sylvan. That's good to know.
Well, he's a fake.
I
He's
mean-
a fake creature.
No, I'm.
Oh, as a character.
Yeah, I'm like that's weird.
Didn't I tell you he was a fairy dragon?
You told me.
Yeah, I was up there negotiating.
Well, he's a fairy dragon. He's an expert in illusions.
Now, how wicked are these fairy dragons? What can we expect?
They're just like they're sentient beast.
You say that word a lot.
we should fear them, definitely. If they get to you, if they get within striking range of you, well, I hope you have good armor.
Well, they seem pretty friendly to me. Like the whole time they've just been popping up behind us, and they winked, and I winked back, and we just kept exchanging winks. It was fun.
They've been following us?
Oh yeah, he told us he was going to follow us, and he did.
Yeah, that's something you usually tell your teammates. Hey, I spotted the Fey Dragon following him. He is indeed following us. Oh, hey, I hear something in the woods. Let me wake you up before you get murdered in your sleep. Things like that.
I'd bonk you in the head with my staff.
To warn everybody that we're over here. Oh, I'm sorry. To scare everybody away.
Sorry, it just means he's honest. That's what I'm saying. He's honest about following us. That's my takeaway. So he followed us, and I thought, did what he said and playing a game of Winky Wink,
and I'm gonna look Zoo dead in the eye, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, have I ever lied to try and convince somebody that they should do something?" And I'm gonna wink at him and change the skin tone of my hand.
Maybe.
What's going on here?
I want to know more about this game you've been playing called Winky Wink.
I know.
That's where, someone winks at you and you wink back. You just keep doing it.
No. It's getting real weird up in here.
It's wink exchanges, Secret.
I bet you're exchanging.
We got one dude changing the color of his hand. We got somebody playing Winky Wink with a goblin and a...
you're off in the bushes playing tiddlywinks with a goblin.
just Mr. Drag, Mr. On.
Right, name's On.
Mr.
On the
dragon. Its gender?
No. That's my apologies. That would be they are moving through and following us. They didn't correct me on the Mr. part. They only corrected me on the name, so I assumed I was correct.
Was that so hard to tell your teammates things?
Like what? Oh, the winking?
Really?
What do you mean?
Nobody has asked what was said in Sylvan.
Oh, I speak Sylvan.
You speak Sylvan?
I thought it was a dragon.
I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm so mad.
He's speaking common, so I spoke common.
In my head, Lothar is gripping. His knuckles are white on his staff, and he's shaking, and spittle is coming out of his mouth.
You're not the only one that can be smart. I speak common, draconic, goblin, and Sylvan. It works perfectly so far because we've encountered goblins, dragons, and Sylvan people.
I question that intelligence bit.
It's not my strongest suit.
All right. Think we should keep going.
Do turtles have short-term memory problems?
Oh, no.
I'm not addressing this to Zoo. I'm addressing this to Lothar.
Early signs of dementia.
I'm a young turtle. We live a long time.
So you are a child.
I'm young, yes.
I mean, we're basically all.
We're all pretty young, yeah.
Yeah, we just had
our races
coming of age ceremony.
I mean, well, even for a race.
If you remember that.
Yeah, well, I remember. I didn't think it was a problem because he said he was going to do it and he was
humans, there. We aren't very old.
It's true.
So do you guys want me to let you know when he's following us again? Like when I'm going to wink at him, or what do you want me to do now?
You know what? Just hit your gong. Let's go.
All right. Sure.
And off we go. With Fast in the lead, and
Zoo, will you make a perception check for me?
Yeah.
he's gonna see him again.
A 9.
He's gonna be back in the tuft of grass.
As soon as you all kind of get back to walking down the that game trail, not 10 seconds later, you see Drag's head pop out from behind a tree about 10 yards down the line. But it's only while everyone else is looking off to the other side.
Okay. So I will wink my eye and say wink out loud. And then continue on. Wink.
I hear sick little games that we're out there.
Gross.
And his head pops back behind the tree.
All right, just carry on.
I'd be scared if some mysterious portal started winking at me, all dirty like.
Hey,
and also saying wink when he did it.
The way I see it is notification satisfied.
You know what? I'm gonna Google to see if turtles can even wink.
Been practicing.
Like a weird reptile wink.
It's fun. Made it up. All right.
So you all continue down the path. About an hour and a half later, you begin to recognize the signs that you're about a 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk from the glade that you saw all of the Ettins in the night before. You'd been coming up on it previously, but had not yet passed it.
I will make. Would this be a perception or investigation if I want to like actively observe the area?
Perception if you want to look around, investigation if you want to dig into anything in particular about an area.
Looks like turtles can wink. You got lucky.
Perception it is.
I know how to play my character.
21.
Yeah. You catch glimmers all around you. You keep thinking that it's something out of the corner of your eye, but the longer you watch and the softer you set your focus, there are blindingly blue sparks flashing in the woods around you. Some of them are as close as a couple feet away. Some of them are as far as 80, 90 yards.
I'm just gonna remind you that as half elves, we have advantage against anything that's charm.
Just throwing it out there.
Putting that out there.
I'm gonna not shout this, but I'm gonna call this out to the rest of the party. Assuming that they haven't also seen it.
I'm assuming we haven't seen that.
I would like to.
Yeah,
we don't have.
No one else has seen anything quite like this.
Because behind blue eyes and all that.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows what it's like. Can
they make a
fucking teamwork?
Can they make a perception check maybe at an advantage?
Yeah, I'll say that this blue reminds you of the flowers that you saw through the portal all those years ago.
Well, that's not great.
So you think this is some kind of lingering after effect, more than just regular perception.
The question you should be asking yourself is, why are you seeing blue and grayscale?
Wasn't it? It's been a while.
I assume it's been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I should have clarified that as well. It is just beginning to get light.
Got lucky.
Yeah, I'll like put my hand out and stop Athelios and try to get his input on this.
Mm-hmm.
So do I see the do I as well see the flashing?
Yeah, so you guys are kind of standing in this forest, and Lothar is staring very intently out into the woods, and kind of motions you over, Athelios, and he kind of points his finger across as he's pointing at
they're
something
playing
that's
Winky
flying.
Wink.
And you
Do I begin to slowly see them?
make a perception check for me.
Okay. We're rolling.
His slow roll is building anticipation.
He's staring intently. Okay.
I got an 8.
Booting the roll.
Yeah,
Calculating all odds.
you don't see anything where he's pointing.
Okay. Lothar, I don't see anything. Can you describe it to me?
I will describe the blue flowers that I saw when in the portal to the Feywild. That's what they look like.
And I'm going to say, oh, fuck. In Sylvan. And I'm going to look at him and I'm going to say, this isn't good.
Can I determine if what I'm seeing is real or an illusion?
Sure, make an Arcana check for me. Well,
Lothar, maybe your
actually-
finger was in the way, and that's why Athelios couldn't see it.
I'm gonna have you make a check and a save. A check for Arcana, and then
I'm sorry, did you just say a save?
yeah, a
16.
saving throw with advantage against illusions. And I want to make it clear, as a wizard, you generally know like the mental tricks to throw an illusion off of your mind. And as an elf, these techniques come easier. So it's not so much that you believe there's an illusion or not.
Charmed.
This is more going through that exercise.
Ooh, can we call the exercise the safety squints?
So I got a 16 on Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to make both of these before you tell me stuff?
Yeah.
Where's my save?
Because if you fail this save, you might just forget.
Is this an int save? What is this?
Whiz save.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
With advantage, though.
Oh yeah. Hold on. 17.
Oh, thank God.
All right, so here's what I can tell you. You are no novice when it comes to illusions. You've seen more of the dangers of the Feywild than most. You have more access to arcane knowledge than most. You know a fair bit about illusions. You are fairly confident. In fact, you are very confident that no one has put a mental whammy on you. No one has ensorcelled you. No one has made an illusion appear before you. However, you also recognize the hallmarks of invisibility. And given your previous exposure to the Fey realms, you think this may be an after effect of seeing an invisible Fey creature.
I am going to relay that info directly to Athelios. And you got anything for me?
I'm going to put away my rapier and shield. And I'm gonna pull my bow out, and I'm gonna knock an arrow, and I'm gonna say, "Reveal yourself," as I let fly an arrow into the nearest tree.
All right.
After aiming for a second, so they know what's about to happen.
I'm gonna whip around and be like, "Are you okay? Somebody playing winky wink with somebody?"
As the sound of fey laughter rings out from my bowstring.
And not only does it ring out from your bowstring, it also rings out from a bush a couple feet to your left. And out trots Drag with on board as well.
Is this your work on?
But yes. Sorry. Yes. Why are you firing arrows? I told you we'd be escorting you out of the land.
They don't believe you.
Wait. Which one is talking right now? The goblin or the
dragon on? On which sits Drag?
Because you just said on was talking. Which one is it? Was it the goblin this time or the dragon that was talking?
The dragon on.
Only the dragon.
The dragon is always the one talking. Every time the goblin's opened its mouth, it's been.
Okay, because that's the third time you've shifted names.
Is it? The dragon is consistently Drag. The goblin on the dragon is consistently on, I think.
No. You did.
Have I fucked it up?
You misspoke the first
That's
time.
why we went with the. That's why I went with they're doing a bit. They're doing a bit.
Yeah, you introduced the goblin as Drag, and then somebody said, "Well, then does that make you on?" And the dragon replied, "Why, yes."
Oh yeah, gotcha. Okay, sorry, I didn't explain that well.
And then when Zoo called out for on replied, "I'm not on, I'm Drag."
Yeah, and I was like, okay, well, I'm sorry.
Now that we
gotcha. Sorry, I've not been trying to do
it. Makes sense for the goblin to be called on because he's on the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, on has not talked at all in any of these encounters. This has all been Drag. Cool. On can apparently telepathically communicate with Drag in some way.
It's because he's a ranger that is a Drake Warden.
I can neither confirm nor deny. But yeah, Drag
is
pops out of
another campaign.
Drag pops out of a bush and goes, "Hey, what are you shooting at?"
What games are you playing, Drag?
Lots of them. What games do you want to play?
Not Winky Wink. What the fuck?
Stop attempting to interfere with my brilliant mind.
And I am going to say there's another hidden creature here.
Mm-hmm. Many. 14 of them, or maybe 12.
Oh.
Okay, you got me. It's 11.
Insight.
Insight check.
Fuck.
I got
14.
15 on insight.
Nice.
You are pretty confident he's telling the truth. That there are creatures. As for the number, you have no idea which number is the most correct.
So if I'm gonna stay to is it Drag? I'm so confused. Is it Drag? It's Drag, right?
Drag the dragon.
Yeah, Drag is the dragon.
Okay.
On is the goblin on the dragon named Drag.
In Sylvan, I'm going to say Master Drag. Do these other creatures intend to honor the agreement that we settled upon?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. We will continue on our way.
Insight on that, please.
Okay, insight on that. Do I think he's telling the truth? Let's see.
roll, and I have a 15 on insight. Absolutely. Too quick.
Man, that is really slow.
It is very slow. Oh, fuck. I got a 9.
Yeah, both of you think he's telling the truth.
Okay.
How
Are these your friends?
how did you all get here?
We came from the Feywild. Then we carved out our own little home here with everybody else.
But how did you get here from the Feywild?
Oh, big portal.
You know,
Big-
the one Timmy fell down.
The big portal. Where's that at?
Well, it's not here anymore. Well, it was more of a rip between the planes that was actuated by a significant surge of magical energy.
Oh,
But that's all I know.
Oh.
Hmm.
Wouldn't know anything about that.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait, wasn't there
What
that
do you
one
know
time?
I'm gonna avert my eyes.
He's staring very intently at Thas.
I'm gonna pull out a gold coin. Look at that.
Ooh, piece of candy.
His eyes get real big, and he puts 2 claws in his mouth as you toss it. Are you tossing it?
Yep.
And he's gonna whistle. And you're all kind of gonna feel a slight breeze, and the coin is gonna disappear in midair.
Oh, nice. Magic.
Like pocket sand, but
Oh, no.
very wealthy.
He goes, "Thank you, but what do you know? I can't be bribed that cheap."
What do we know?
Yeah.
Well,
it seems like you know about the big explosion.
Oh, yeah, it was terrible.
We
Why
were
are
all
you-
guarding it.
we almost died.
Yeah.
So did we.
Didn't the goblins set it off?
Yeah, it was.
Why are you allied with the goblins?
Especially if they almost killed both of us. Both
Well-
sides.
I mean, we escaped with the goblins.
Goblins aren't fey creatures.
Yeah, but these ones were in the Fey.
Hmm.
The Fey Wild.
A kind of side eye Athelios.
What does your friend there do for you? Like, how did you guys meet?
Oh, no, I help him.
Oh.
He can't speak. I speak for him. He just tells me what I should say for him.
So,
What?
how do
Why
we know when
can't
it's
he
you? Or how do we know when it's you talking, and how do we know when it's on talking?
You watch for him to put his fingers by his head?
Oh, okay. Got it.
I'm gonna look at Zoo. I'm gonna say, you haven't figured out they have a telepathic connection yet?
Well, I was just seeing if there's a signal, because, you know.
And
if
this
it-
goblin that's talking to you, is he here right now?
So you work for the goblins then?
No, we work with the goblins.
What is your goal?
But who's in charge of you?
Well, Shiv, technically.
Technically.
Who's
Yeah.
Shiv?
This sounds like a big dragon.
Shiv, the chief.
Sounds like a goblin.
Goblin chief?
Yeah,
So you do work for the goblins.
we work with the goblins.
But who's in charge of you?
Shiv.
So you work for Shiv,
Well,
who is a goblin,
no, we work with Shiv.
but they're in charge of you.
Well, we mostly do what they say, yeah.
So
What?
he's in charge of you.
I
And
wouldn't
you
say
work-
that.
What
But
What are
you
you being offered by
did.
them? What is in it
Food.
for you? What? Oh, food.
Land, safety, community, a place to be safe.
Community. Got it.
But you can just be invisible. Like you don't
Mm-hmm.
you don't need safety.
If
I mean, you guys aren't going to believe this, but I just got word that some kind of monsters just killed like 8 goblins, tore them to shreds, tied them up first, and cut them up in a bag.
To shreds, you say?
To shreds.
Well,
There's a lot of nasty things in these woods.
I'm gonna start coughing.
Ogres and goblins and dragons, oh my.
Well, goblins aren't particularly well liked in these parts, so it's not surprising to hear.
Steal a lot of things.
Some of our caravans have been hit and people killed by some goblins.
Oh, is that where they got all that wine and cheese?
Oh yeah, we have the best wine. It comes from us. We actually make it. We actually can offer you way better food than the goblins can.
Just think
Well,
on
yeah,
that.
but I mean, you start one slave rebellion with someone, and you really feel obligated to him, you know?
Good food. Though.
Slave rebellion.
So,
Yeah. What do you think? The goblins are top of the pile in the Feywild?
No.
Hell, I was a glorified pet bird back there.
So who are they escaping?
The Fey.
Insight check.
But who is above them in the
Wait,
food chain?
wait. Hold on. Pause. History check.
Which particular Fey were you escaping from? And did they get through that rift as well?
Think so. But we were all kept by the Shining Lady.
Yeah, Shiv.
No. Shiv's the Goblin Chief.
Who's the shining lady?
The Fey Lady. The one who kept the lands?
The one who you're running away from.
Yeah. You know, she who is beautiful and terrible to behold. She who can drive men insane by merely looking at them.
Do the goblins
Are you
work?
sure
Sorry.
we're not talking about Shiv?
Pretty sure. I've looked at Shiv twice.
Can I history check that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna history check it.
Turns out she's just a big blue flower.
I don't know what I rolled. 9.
Not good.
A
I'm gonna go
nine.
back to
Your
rolling.
dice.
I'm gonna go back to rolling the real dice because these digital dice have not
you're
done
gonna
me
go
well.
back to cheating
Gosh, imagine all
Never
these nat
once lied
20s.
about my die rolls. Okay.
I must be the luckiest man alive tonight.
Listen, I'm the only one who hasn't rolled the nat 20 so far, so I was due today.
With a 9, you have not met or encountered this creature, but you have heard stories about them. This is, as far as you can tell, a perfectly reasonable explanation. Like, fairy dragons are kept by fey lords, goblin slaves are kept to work various gardens.
To me, is said shining lady like the boogeyman?
No, this would be more like a particularly hated city council member from the city next door to you.
Okay, and like a high-ranking one at that. Okay.
Yeah. Like, they aren't historically evil as it goes, but given the size of their fiefdom, they make it pretty fucking awful.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Think if you gave an HOA board president magical illusion powers and mind control abilities.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
So I'm a little lost.
We aren't gonna.
Shiv works for the Shining Lady, or you're running from the Shining Lady?
Oh no, Shiv was the whipping boy for the Shining Lady.
Got it.
Anytime anyone did something wrong, Shiv got it first, so he led the rebellion. Well, rebellion, more like we all jumped out of portals whenever they appeared, and we all showed up here.
And the Shining Lady chased you out of the portal.
I don't think so.
You think she's still back in the Fae Wild?
That's the last I heard.
Okay. Well, that's good for me, guys.
Anywho, could y'all stop shooting arrows at my friends?
Yeah, could they stay more hidden, please? Because we know they're there.
Oh, in that case, y'all can come out, and you guys see 12, 13, 14 about football-sized dragons. Some of them are
almost like each one could have projected an ent.
Yep.
Or what were they called?
Etten.
Etten.
So, I do have more questions. Are you stealing our food?
No, he's back in.
No. I'm gonna cover Zoo's mouth and say, "Thank you. We will be on our way. It's just when you go invisible, the certain individuals in our party have the ability to see that you're there."
Let's just tell them that.
I already told them we could see them.
I'm winking aggressively at Drag.
Whoa!
Drag.
Not
every time you
aggressively.
wink at Drag does like an over exaggerated wink.
Yes.
Like the other eye gets real wide. But is holding a perfectly normal conversation with Athelios all the while. It's
say thank you, and we're gonna be on our way.
Why do
Okay.
you have to make everything creepy, Zoo?
It's not creepy. We're playing a game. It's fun.
Tiddlywinks.
You gotta make friends where you can. They sound like people that can be persuaded. That's just what I'm gonna say. Like the fairy dragons, they sound like they seem like a pretty cool bunch.
The first thing you did was insult their stature.
I didn't know it was a fairy dragon. I thought it was a baby dragon. At least I didn't start speaking Draconic to it. It wouldn't have known what to say.
Wow, now you just assume that he's not very smart and isn't multilingual?
I don't think it's
Damn.
multilingual. I'm going to assume that. Like yeah, that's my assumption.
Joke's on you.
That's my assumption.
As I am guiding Zoo with my one hand over his mouth in the direction of our exit.
Like his hand.
I considered it, but I also knew that he touched blood, and I'm firmly holding my mouth shut.
I never actually touched the blood.
I don't know what you did with. I don't know what you did with that blood. I'm not licking that hand.
He doesn't know where that hand has been.
He was just
It was a different color earlier.
To be clear, none of this is being said out loud.
Correct.
Patrick was coup de grace goblins, and Kai was on his hands and knees just huffing the bodies.
Zoo's mouth
I
is
smell that.
firmly held
Okay.
shut. Firmly held shut.
Oh, wait, Norton Fey blood.
I am going to say, if you would ever like to visit, we do have a. Well, I don't know if I want to say that. I'm gonna look at Lothar and say, should we invite them back to the village? Very quietly.
So...
I'm not in my head. Yes.
No.
And I'm manually shaking your head no. So he's just going in a circle with his head.
While winking.
As you guys have been having this brief aside, you look back, and where Drag was standing, they have disappeared.
No.
It's like Batman.
Okay,
right.
thank you. Bye.
Okay. Mosey.
And you guys headed south or headed to the Etten Grove?
I think we're just headed toward town in general at this point.
All right. Yeah, you all make really good time. You got up very early. You have a whole lot of tiny predators that are shooshing animals out of your way. So, all told, you don't run into any trouble. And you wind up about a day's journey from town. You're starting to recognize these woods. They're ones you grew up tromping around and exploring, starting to recognize various landmarks.
Can I just like kind of call out to Drag? Like, do they just show up or
you got to whistle?
I choose you, Drag.
I'm gonna like just kind of like while we're walking, can I just have a conversation with them?
Sure.
I'm gonna ask them like try to like just get more detail about like the shiny lady and like what they did to cause the goblins and other fey creatures to like want to leave the realm entirely to escape.
Yeah, so you kind of call out to Drag, and Drag flies on down. And he goes, "Hey, how can I help? What's going on?"
That's just I just had some questions about the circumstances in the Feywild that made you and the goblins want to leave your realm entirely to escape.
Mm-hmm.
That seems pretty drastic to me.
Yeah, well, I mean,
if I look at it the other way, like something would be something very terrible would be having to have happened to me to want to go to the Feywild, for example, right? To escape.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of glances to the front of the party, glances to the back of the party, and you see his wings kind of shimmer and flicker, and all of a sudden, all the sounds around you seem very muted. And the two of you are really the only thing that you can hear clearly. And he goes,
I didn't hear that.
Uh-oh. He goes, I want you to imagine the kinds of things that would take for you to run into your 9 hells. Imagine the kinds of things that would have to happen for you to want to do that compared to where you were. I'm not going into my whole life and everything that led up to that. I can tell you that even though the air here tastes bad with every breath, that even though the gravity is wrong, that even though magic doesn't really work like it's supposed to over here, even though things are too cold and too hot, too cruel, too mean, not fun enough, literally the fabric of reality here is wrong for me. And I much prefer it, this plane, to my home.
But couldn't, rather than seeking refuge, couldn't we band together to take down this person, this entity?
Would you?
Well, I'm just gonna put the cards on the table, right? Goblins are never gonna be seen in a good light here. So the longer they stay here, the more grief they're gonna suffer. I think it would be better if we could remedy the problem that you're running into and get you back to, where you want to be.
And at this point, I'm going to pipe up. Even I keep my identity hidden from all but Fae and these 3 individuals here. They have not judged me for who and what I am. But I know that many of the people of this world would judge me for who and what I am.
That's why we're out here.
But wouldn't you much rather go back to a Fey realm that is much more pleasant to you? Could we not help you to overcome the problem?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you kill the Shining Lady and make me, rightful heir of her lands and find a way for me to not have to fend off the other Fey lords, absolutely, I would happily go back.
Are you the highest ranking of the individuals who made it out?
I'm the biggest fairy dragon.
Are you sure?
Yeah, look at me.
Okay.
And as you look at Drag, they are about the size of a golden retriever, whereas all the other fairy dragons are like football and a half. So there's a significant size difference between Drag and the rest of them.
History check?
Mm-hmm.
God, it's so slow.
History check for what question are you asking?
To see if he's telling the truth. From my recollection of Fey dragons.
Look at him trying to bypass that insight check.
13.
Yeah, this lines up pretty well with what you know of fairy dragons. They are true dragons in most senses of the word, and they are very long-lived and keep growing over time.
And they also means they speak Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're fairly old. So this particular fairy dragon is rather old.
Mm-hmm.
And powerful for his race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, and would all the other fairy dragons that made it through the portals assist us?
What? Assist you? No, you'd have to take them down for me.
That was her.
Yeah, take her down for me.
Okay.
Insight?
No, that was purely me mumbling that word. Sorry.
X to doubt. X to doubt.
Well, what would we expect if we agreed to do that? Like, what are we going up against?
Horrors beyond comprehension. If you fail, you'd be enslaved, made immortal, and tortured for eternities, millennia, even. Yeah, body horror beyond comprehension, the breaking of your mind, turning traitor to everything you've ever loved, made to betray your community, all kinds of things. Oh, you mean defenses?
Yeah.
Oh, a whole bunch of Fey spellcasters, a handful of monsters. Her garden is really the most dangerous. Hell, those flowers can kill you just by looking at them.
I'll kind of widen my eyes.
I'm gonna snort.
Don't I know it?
See, I think we've already dealt with that.
Wait, you what?
If her garden's the worst she's got, then I'm less scared now.
Yeah, wait. We're it's got blue flowers in it, right? The kind that makes you makes your eyes feel like they're on fire and about to burst.
Yeah, that's the ones.
Yeah, we've seen them.
Oh, maybe you all are tougher than you look.
Yeah, it barely affected me.
Can't see the blue glow in his eyes anymore because it's not nighttime.
When you say that, all of Drag's like extra bouncy little movements, all of its extra energy immediately stops. Everything that it has is focused on you, and it peers very intently at your eyes there, Lothar. And
Does it see him? Does it see?
he kind of looks at you and nods and goes, well, it's hard to tell. Maybe.
Oh, believe me. Yeah. Barely flinched.
Oh, that's impressive. Most people die screaming trying to claw their eyes out of their head.
Yeah, not me. I'm pretty strong.
I believe it. Well, in that case, you're hired.
And I'm going to ask.
Bring me your head, and I'll make you all knights when I am given my fiefdom.
Okay. Will you let all the other goblins know to not try and kill us on sight?
Well, there's a stipulation before we agree.
Wow, I'm not agreeing to this.
while we pursue the quest, if we choose to, all raids and attacks on the town's caravans must stop.
But how would the chief get wine and cheese then?
Go make it.
I mean,
make it. That would take years.
How about this? We set up an arrangement where where the goblins leave some gold or precious items, materials at a certain point, and our village will leave the wine and the cheese in return. Or we could do it the other way: have them leave wine and cheese, and then in return the goblins must leave something precious. If this doesn't happen, there will be continued conflict.
Okay, it's like trading favors, but we trade wine and cheese for gold.
Now you're getting it.
Okay. Yeah. How do we know how much gold will buy the right amount of wine and cheese?
Well, how much wine and cheese do you need?
7, maybe 8.
8 what? Wheels?
Yeah. Wine and cheese.
7, maybe 8.
Yeah.
Are we talking about 8 wines and 8 cheeses, or 8 wines and cheese?
Well, 8 wines and 8 cheese if the chief is going to share.
Okay. Oh, so the chief generally keeps most of this to himself.
Oh, yeah. Wine and cheese aren't for the regular patrols.
Aren't you kind of just replacing one dick for another?
What do you mean?
Well, the Shining Lady clearly didn't treat any of you well, and it doesn't sound like the Goblin Chief is treating any of you particularly well if they're not sharing the resources.
Yeah, it sounds like they're just using you. That's my opinion.
Yeah, no, we hunt for ourselves.
So you don't get the wine or cheese.
No.
And you don't want it either.
No. Why would we when there's squirrel?
What about the other goblins?
Oh, they get fed.
But not the wine and cheese.
Some of them do. Not all of them. Most of them not.
Aren't you worried the Shiv character will try to take your fiefdom from you if we do this for you?
Not really. I don't think Shiv wants to go back into the Feywild.
Oh. Okay.
Well, goblins aren't native to the Feywild, so that does make sense. Okay. Well, we can strike this arrangement. That way, attacks and raids on our caravans stop. They still get all the resources that they want, and in the meantime, we'll help you tackle this problem with the Shining Lady.
That is a suspiciously good deal for humanoids, but I'll go with it for now on a trial basis.
How about this? If that makes you suspicious, we get 10% of all loot.
What?
Wait,
Loot
whoa,
from
whoa.
where?
Where?
Loot
From the-
implies they're taking that from someone else.
Hold on.
There's a problem here.
Rewind.
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 Well, we're gonna be attacking the Shining Lady.
Yeah.
So presumably there's going to be loot to be had.
Yeah, we keep all that loot. It's not 10%.
Whoa.
All of it is
I mean-
ours.
I mean, for the fiefdom, some of that Drag here is gonna want.
We're not gonna take a kingdom.
Well, I mean, we're killing the Shining Lady.
Well,
Yeah,
there's a
whatever
few
they
more
have on
steps
their
between-
person, or
Okay,
no.
okay. How about this? We get all the loot from any individuals we kill in pursuit of your goal, which is to defeat the Shining Lady.
Yes.
You
Sure.
get the whole fiefdom.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fiefdom, the treasury, the magic items that come with it. Yeah,
Cool.
you can take all the loot off the goons you want.
I have a
no, we need more than that if we're risking eternal damnation and torture.
Yeah, no, we'll move out. We, the scariest things in the forest, will leave and not be your neighbors anymore.
Yeah, that's literally extortion.
Yeah, isn't that how business works?
Not good business.
But I am the strong, you are the weak. We take what we want from the weak.
Mhm.
That's who you're negotiating with, guys.
But you're taking it on the behalf of the goblins still. It's not for you. Right? Like all this goes to the goblins, you don't get any cut of anything that they
Yeah, no, we don't want goblin treasure. We get squirrels and all this forest all to ourselves.
Hmm.
The goblins are more strategic allies.
Okay.
So wait, hold on. So once you have a home to go back to, will they no longer be your allies?
Well, do allies stop being allies?
Yes.
Al- like that?
Allies of convenience do, yeah.
Well, I guess they do.
So how about this? The goblins, being goblins, must be fairly easy for you to defeat.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
lot of them.
But
They've been training a lot.
with your party of dragons and us, would you say we could deal a significant chunk of damage to their forces?
I'd say so.
How about this? When all is said and done, and you are going before you go to return home, you help us take out half of their forces.
No.
No.
Being a traitor to our only allies?
They're not your only allies. We are your allies as well in this situation.
We're our prisoners and maybe trade partners for wine and cheese.
So you don't want the help to defeat the Shining Lady.
Well,
You
of course we do.
understand that even like a couple hundred goblins, it on the grand scale of things isn't a big threat.
Well, are we on a grand scale right now? I thought we were in the woods.
Well, I mean, even compared to like the forces of the town.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, not only the town, but we also have allies in the wood elves, allies in the dwarves.
Wait, why would
Or-
they want to fight us?
They don't want to fight you, but they would fight the goblins.
Because they
Oh.
are threatening their supply chain, because we trade with both of them.
Oh.
Yes, you're kind of stuck in the middle here, which is
Yeah,
So if the
They're
wine
making
and
enemies
cheese,
for you.
if
Yeah.
the wine and cheese stops flowing to the dwarves and the elves, they're not going to be very happy.
So, if we make the goblins stop stealing,
and you help us deal with them, because the instant you are gone, they will start attacking again.
yeah,
And we have a deal.
but still, betraying our only allies feels wrong.
But so you have two sets of allies. You have the goblins, who are not helping you to defeat the shiny lady, and are just harboring you. And you have us, and we want to help you defeat the shiny lady. What
I'll
is
tell you
more
what.
important, defeating the shiny lady or harboring you?
You bring me the shiny lady's head, and we will help you move the goblins.
I have two questions. Can you make an illusion of what the Shining Lady looks like?
No.
Is that within your power? No. Okay. Second question. How do we get to the Feywild?
Oh, through a portal.
Do you know where the nearest one is?
Well, there was that one in that old temple that a bunch of the goblins came through. All the ones that were over here all sealed themselves up.
Okay. So you don't know of any others near us?
No, not that I'm aware of. Though it wouldn't take much to make a portal around here.
Oh. What do you mean by that? Can you expand on that a little bit?
Oh, you can almost smell the Feywild from here. The fabric between realities is wearing thin.
And would you be able to assist in making said portal? Like if we would just wanted to make one right now. Is that something that you could do? Or
I mean, could I? Probably, but it would take years.
Okay. It's good to know. Yeah, because if we're going to hold up our side of the deal, we just need a way to actually get to the Shining Lady. And even know what she looks like would be a great help. So we just...
I think you need to think... We need to think over this deal a little bit more before we decide on that.
Wine and cheese. I will tell the chief that you will bring a bunch of wine and cheese instead of him having to steal it. Does that sound fair?
For gold.
Yes, for gold.
Oh, man.
The chief will bring gold. You will bring wine and cheese. Everyone will be happy. Normal wagons will get knocked over.
Where is he getting the gold?
From the wagons.
Oh.
The wagons that he has already knocked over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that gold.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, this negotiation seems successful.
Keep in mind,
so we'll go talk to our people.
Just keep in mind that if wagons continue to get knocked over, it won't just be one people that will be angry. It will be several towns.
That's okay. We faced bigger and badder things than that.
I would like to kind of whisper to Athelios and ask him if he calls anything that kind of incentivizes or like things that fairy dragons like. Like, what do fairy dragons like? What is their... Do you know anything about their motivations?
History check.
This one, make a nature check.
Nature check. Okay. Nature check. God, it's so slow. Nope. I don't recall anything. Nothing at all. Nat 1.
Yeah, you're pretty sure like giant hammers, like really big iron blocks, nothing shiny, nothing click clacky, no dice, nothing intricate, nothing colorful.
Oh, it's like the opposite of dragons. It's weird. Okay.
Well, he did really seem to like that coin you tossed, though.
That was Lothar, right? Or was it Thas? It wasn't me.
It was fast tossing the coin, I think.
Yep.
And just to set the scene, as the conversation kind of winds down, Drag is gonna say his goodbyes and zip off into the underbrush.
Okay, we continue onwards.
Yeah, you all make it to camp that night.
How close are we to the edge of the forest at camp? Upon camping,
You're about half a day, depending on how you gauge the end of the forest.
So by this point, have we had a long rest, or
No, not yet. You've had enough sleep that you're not exhausted.
okay? Because I thought we were several days out from it, and that's why I figured I didn't know whether we actually had rested or not in between.
Yeah, you've had. Oh, pardon
we had
me.
a short rest
Right. Okay.
because someone so rudely rang a gong.
Benevolently. I was trying to benefit you guys.
Malevolently? Yeah, that's right.
No. I'm sorry. I'm learning. I'm learning how this works. I escalation. I'm learning it. Starting to connect some dots.
Yeah. That night, Drag is going to offer to keep watch for you all across all the fairy dragons.
Nice. Cool.
Sweet.
That sounds
so we
good to
actually
me.
get to take a rest.
For real?
Yeah, he's offering to watch. That sounds great.
What?
I think we should probably still have a watch.
I think we should all try to insight his offer.
What do we
See if he's deceiving us.
Sure,
Hey.
go for it.
What?
$16.
We're rolling. These digital dice don't like me very much.
18.
9. I'm getting a lot of 9s tonight from this digital die.
It's like a default. It's running out of memory and just saying, okay, you got a 9.
It's bad when your computer spins up.
Really bad if it's in a browser based.
My computer spins up. It does. You can hear it spin up when it rolls.
You're probably better off just opening the app on your phone and using that.
I don't have the app on my phone.
So all of you who rolled insight checks, Drag seems to be making this offer in good faith.
Awesome.
He also is a prankster
Nice.
and likes shiny. You know what? You can get your shiny things stolen.
I don't.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I don't have a lot of shiny things. Gold is not something that I seek.
Keep watch doesn't mean good necessarily.
Yeah.
So we have
he
to
could
stay
just
up.
split off for a while and then come. Yes, we trade watches. That's how this works.
All right. Which one am I taking?
The first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take the second one.
I'll take the third.
I'll take the last one.
All right.
We'll get to sleep the longest.
Zoo, make me a perception check.
Yeah, an 18.
Yeah.
But to be clear,
Oh, that's so much better.
I'm just going to be like I trust this dragon fully, so I'm just going to be like doodling on my show.
Wow.
I'm awake.
You're an idiot.
Doodling on my shell, but I'm awake. Do you want me to like roll a disadvantage or anything?
No, you're good.
I hope they steal his shell.
You know,
have them steal his shell.
Listen.
This would be the ultimate lesson.
You all are sleeping. I expressed how much I believe in these dragons already, and I was put on first watch, and so I'm awake.
Yeah. Zoo, you see some fairy dragons flitting around. The smaller, like football-sized ones. They seem to be keeping a watch. You see a couple of them eat like a squirrel here, a snake there. Nothing overly wild. And your shift passes quietly.
Nice. Yeah, we'll wake up the next person and let them know that, hey, nothing happened.
It's me.
Not that you were really paying attention or anything.
Not that I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, Lothar, it's all good. Yeah, they're just chilling and, they're killing squirrels and snakes. And I got this cool new art on my shell kind of showcasing the fairy dragons in our adventure together, and you can see that he's winking.
That's right on very cool.
Thank you. But yeah,
have a good one. Have a great sleep.
Yeah, you too.
Make my perception check. 16. And once Zoo is asleep, I'm gonna prestidigitation his shell.
All right. What magical effect are you gonna do?
I'm gonna polish it. I'm just gonna clean it all up.
Yeah. Zoo's shell is absolutely spotless.
Nice. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna see if I can get the attention of one little dragon folk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, easily. You wave one of them down.
I'm gonna ask him, what makes you so powerful?
Me?
Hmm?
Well, I mean, would you roll a D8 for me?
A D8? I don't even know how to do that.
You hit the little button on the left.
I know. 5.
All right. Ooh, fun. You've been watching these fairy dragons for a while now, so you notice that Drag, the main one you talk to, has more reddish hue. They all have like very shiny, colorful scales in all kinds of iridescent hues. Drag tends more towards red, though. This one in particular is more of a greenish hue. And when you ask him what makes him so powerful, he kind of cocks his head and goes, "Are you sure you want to know? A lot of people don't like it when I do my most powerful magic on them. It won't hurt you or anything, I promise, but..."
You're gonna do it on me?
Yeah, how else would I do it?
What's gonna happen?
Turtle.
Well, you'll dance.
I'm gonna dance?
Yeah, watch.
Listen. Hold on.
Then he casts
you like
suggestion on you.
Hold on. I was gonna say, you like tricks, right?
Make a saving throw. This one is gonna be let's see, you have advantage against charmed?
I believe so, yeah.
Sweet. Make a wisdom saving throw.
At advantage or no?
Yes, at advantage.
Okay. The first one's a 15.
All right. Yeah, that makes it.
Okay.
So, do you want to let the spell get its hooks in you?
No. I'm just gonna keep looking at him patiently.
Yeah, with the same mental exercise that you did earlier in the day, you brace for this mental magic and manage to shrug it off. And this tiny little football-sized dragon has his mouth drop wide open. And he goes, "What? I have never seen a humanoid not dance when I told him to dance.
Well, I'm no normal humanoid. I'm pretty strong. Do you want me to show you how strong I am? It won't hurt you.
Sure. That sounds like fun.
I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and he rolls a 6 to save.
He sure does.
That's a portent roll.
Hang tight. He has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Would you like to use a second portent dice?
Oh. No, because that was my last one that I had until a long rest because I didn't get one earlier.
Okay, weird. He rolled a 12.
That still doesn't make it. It's a
All
14 right. DC.
Yeah, he gets Hideous Laughter.
And now the rest of us aren't going to get a long rest.
Can I? It's concentration, right? So I can break it almost immediately.
I believe so. Let me double check the specifics.
It's concentration up to 1 minute.
Yep.
One of the other dragons makes you concentrate for an entire minute.
Yeah. After 10 seconds, I'll break it.
Yeah. This dragon falls promptly on its ass off the small branch that it was sitting on and is holding its belly with all 4 claws, rolling around, screeching in laughter. It kind of reminds you of when Athelios shoots his bow. I would like all party members who are asleep to roll a perception check. Or actually, no, don't roll a perception check. If your passive perception is higher than 12, you wake up.
Where does it list passive perception?
It's under your senses, yeah. Right under your saving throws.
Yeah. Yeah, wake up.
I'm awake.
Dick.
Motherfucker. Say wake up. This is as bad as a fucking gong.
Oh, it's a giggle party, and I'll start laughing too.
It's so weird. Why are you so weird? Oh, hey guys.
And even after you drop the concentration, this little dragon, who I'm going to call Nim, is still laughing. They go, that was a really good one. I haven't seen a spell that good in ages. How did you do that? You said words, and then magic happened.
Yeah, I told you. No ordinary humanoid.
That's wild. I knew humans could cast magic, but I'd never seen it.
Now, if you want that turtle over there, he also knows some good magic. So if you want another demonstration, I'd go ahead and just wake him up. I'm gonna go back.
He's already awake.
I'm awake and laughing my ass off because it looks like
laughing.
He also likes jokes, so if you want to try to make him dance, you can do that too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, turtle. What's your name?
Ha, I'm Zoo. What's your
name?
Hey,
Zoo. Oh, I'm Nim.
Hi.
Dance, turtle.
Dance, puppet.
Yeah, he's gonna go, hey, will you dance? And cast suggestion on you.
Okay.
So make a wisdom saving throw against being charmed.
I start dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just not?
Oh, you just give in, huh?
I don't see a problem with dancing. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Whether it's dance or wink wink, whatever the case might be.
So Nim kind of plops down on their back legs and starts kind of clapping as you are dancing along. And 5 minutes later, it shows no sign of stopping.
Yeah, we're just going. We're just going to keep going.
I have since taken my rapier and sliced off thin strips from my cloth.
Yeah.
At the very end, just not so it would affect the wearability or anything like that, but just enough to wad up and stuff in my ears.
Yep. You have disadvantage on perception checks based on hearing until you take it out, and you promptly fall asleep. Zoo, about 20 minutes later, everything wraps up. You are exhausted. This is the most dancing you've done in years. I think, maybe. I don't know.
I'm wiped. That was fun, though. That was cool.
This little dragon goes, I like you. You seem cool.
Yeah, you're pretty cool, too.
Anyway, bye. And he dashes off into the forest.
I'm going to try to sleep again.
You're gonna fall asleep. We might not be able to wake you up in the morning.
I'll tag Fasten.
Where's the gong?
I assume by Zoo, but
And I assume Thas is still awake because he didn't plug his ears.
I assume more time has passed, and then I will come up.
Mm-hmm.
But you went to sleep. You went to sleep because you told the dragon to go mess with Zoo.
Yeah.
And he went to sleep.
What?
No?
I thought you said I'm gonna go to sleep.
I don't think I did.
No. All he said is he's gonna tag Fasten.
Everybody's been awake for the last 20 minutes for me.
All right,
I don't know.
So,
I tag Fasten, I go bed.
Perfect. Thas, you're on watch.
Yep.
Make a perception check.
Oh yeah, sure. 6.
Your shift is quiet. You don't really notice anything rustling. It's all quiet on the western front.
Great. After my shift, I'm gonna go wake up Athelios.
Mm-hmm. Athelios, you get Athelios.
Yeah, it doesn't really
Amelia.
Athelios.
Athelios, you get.
How does he try to wake me up? Oh, he shakes me awake. Okay. I was gonna say if he tries to say my name, I'm not gonna respond. I kind of slowly wake up and I reach up and I take the 2 pieces of cloth out of my ears. And goes, "Is it my turn?"
Yeah.
Okay, and I shove the pieces of cloth in my pocket and I get up. Perception check. I have it on my phone now. Let me get there. One more.
Phone doesn't seem any better.
Well, you have to scroll through it all. It's weird. You have to scroll through it sideways. Oh, hell yeah, 21.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah, you catch everything. You catch the squirrels waking up and deciding to sleep in with all the movement going on outside. You catch the baby bird as it cracks through the egg for the first time. You catch the sunrise as it pokes over the horizon. And all the fairy dragons flitting about the trees, keeping an eye on things. Nothing escapes your notice, and nothing particularly remarkable happens.
Okay. As the time to wake up approaches, I gradually start playing my pan flute. Softly, very, very softly at first. Yeah, and then louder and louder as the time approaches for them to wake up.
Perfect. Yeah, you all awake to the soft sound of a pan flute.
I'm gonna mage hand and boop him on the forehead and say snooze.
What the hell was that for?
I said snooze.
Is it good music?
I'm proficient in the pan flute, so presumably
Okay.
it would be
It's
Fey
proficient
music.
Because I know
It
good
would be
music.
Fey music. It wouldn't be music that you recognize.
I'll wake up and look down at my show. Oh,
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
I'll wake up and look at my show and be like, "You guys." No, I'll like wave my finger at the dragons. Like, I like this. I like. No, it doesn't need to be cleaned. I like, telling stories on it.
Those dang tricksy dragons.
Yeah, get pranked.
Get pranked, nerd.
I had a weird dream last night. I was dancing or something. It's weird.
Yeah, you guys begin to pack camp.
Okay, does everybody feel long rested, or do some of us feel short rested?
Yeah, you all are long rested.
Okay, yeah,
Nice.
nice.
And the rest of your travel back to town is uneventful. You arrive back in town towards evening, and none the worse for wear. A few rations down, maybe, but you're all feeling surprisingly fresh, coming off of a week in the wilderness.
Awesome.
I think I really really connected with that little dragon idiot.
And that said, it is 10:15, so I want to be mindful of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say you all went literally 180 degrees from the direction I thought you were going to go.
We saw you prepping the goblin maps. Said no.
Nuh-uh, not today.
That
Nice
number of
try.
It was kind of a retreat, tactical retreat.
It
I
was
am
just
gonna say
too
there
many.
is a problem in my character's backstory that needs to be fixed.
You're the son of the Shining Lady.
No.
It turns out that actually that was my ex.
Part of my character, the characteristics or the let me get to it. I was just reading through it, and it's a bond, and it says I can't bring myself to harm a fey creature either because I consider myself one or because I fear the repercussions. DM.
You didn't know they were fey until after they were dead, though.
You know those goblins weren't fey, right? They're goblins. They just were in the Feywild.
Fey creatures. The Shining Lady is a fey creature, and all of the creatures that we're gonna have to fight against, or at least a chunk of them.
I don't recall agreeing to this. See how that works? The thing is, you did understand that they don't understand the concept of not raiding.
Yeah, but I know,
Like,
and
that is literally their only concept of.
I know.
This is
but
how
the
we
fey
get things.
Creatures, the fey.
Well, I see
it doesn't matter. It's a bond.
Well,
no one's saying you have to
I...
kill the fey creatures, but you can kill the goblins.
He's talking specifically about the queen, basically, or the shiv or whatever.
And her closest guards are gonna be probably fey creatures.
But that's so. What the bond is like a backstory bond, but you can change that and develop character over time, and it could be like an event that is traumatic to you or something like that. It's just that's your backstory element, and you can justify it But it's not like there's nothing, unless there's something in your backstory about like a god preventing you from doing it. Like you can choose to reason around it, I think.
Yeah, I'll leave that decision up to you there, Kai. If you want to change it, I'm totally cool with doing a minor retcon there. If you want to play it out, totally cool with that as well. There could be some really interesting role play. If y'all are feeling comfortable with a little bit of tension internal to the squad. If you want to tweak it instead of removing it outright, that's totally cool as well. Ultimately, it's your character, and the bond is really meant to be more of a guidepost than a hard and fast rule. But I also totally understand if that's something you want to stick with. So I hope that helps.
Okay. I think I have an idea of how I want to go through this. But there's going to be some conflict.
So what I gathered from this is
and it may take one or more of us getting hurt before I hurt a fake creature.
So on D&D Beyond, it well, it's doing it for that actually. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Figured it out. Anyways, you guys want to play League?
Yeah, just,
League.
Before we jump off, I just want to put the question to the group. And by all means, feel free to say no. I want to make sure this is a game where everyone is happy and comfortable and jamming on the kind of party interactions we're having. Is everyone comfortable if things get slightly PvP-y? If push comes to shove with Athelios not wanting... Yeah, if push comes to shove with Athelios not wanting to kill fake creatures.
So,
yeah, he'll just roll a 6 and die. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
He'll already be dead, and he's still loading on his first attack.
No.
His attack never booted.
So the way it plays out in my mind is like, we get into an encounter, and like say like you would want me to attack, or like I have advantage or initiative on the first encounter, and I like shoot at their feet or something like that.
That's fine.
And I wouldn't actually harm them until one of you got hurt. I wouldn't care if I got hurt. I have ways, that wouldn't be a reason for me to try to kill them or hurt them. It would be like if one of you, because you have been my family for X amount of years.
Okay, that's sweet. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't trying to put words in your mouth there either.
Yeah, no, that's the way I see it playing out. I don't see it as like if they hurt a fake creature, I'm gonna kill them. It's more of like I personally don't want to hurt a fake creature.
Look,
but
even if he tried to kill us, a turn is only 6 seconds long, and his dice roll exceeds that.
Question: are we going to level 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoa.
So I will be taking
next session. We're 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I will be taking the Piercer feat.
Ooh,
so many more options to play with.
But so all of my weapons do piercing damage so far. So
you can roleplay your backstory mechanically too by just saying like you roll at disadvantage until you figure it out in character or whatever.
Fair.
And just so y'all are aware of where my head is at, I'm gonna be pushing you guys up the levels fairly quickly to 5, and then slow down.
Okay.
Just because I think 5 is a good place to not plateau by any means. I've got some other ideas on how I can give you guys, rewards, power boosts, etc. But I think it's where a lot of the interesting abilities come online. I don't want to keep y'all blocked out of there forever.
Yeah, this will really help because we really need to save this oppressed and misguided group of people.
Sweet. Well, hey, I had fun, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna copy pasta some notes into a very different document.
Did it show up earlier before I got in?
Yeah, I think I showed a couple maps on accident.
Just one, but
Oh, I saw 2.
yeah, I mean, I had no, even if I hadn't seen that, the idea of going up of 4v200.
Yeah, there
Um,
wasn't enough barding in the world that could have done it. Sorry.
Not your barding.
Yeah, no, you probably would have convinced them to
Everyone's a good
rob
person
us.
until
You would have convinced them to rob us, send us back, and then kill us when we got back.
I'm not an idiot. I just believe that people are good.
They're not people.
I've seen you roleplay 2 bards, and neither one of them have been very successful.
Neither of them. Well, the other one was just downright evil.
He had mishaps and struggled.
Look,
with
I'm
life.
sorry. You watched a dude get tortured and his eyes plucked out, and you're like, "Let's see where this goes."
Are you talking about
Pulling a gnome off of a windmill.
Yeah, you
Curved off
launched
the
a
squirrel.
gnome like a mile into the air to splatter down.
It was all good intentions. Okay, I thought I was doing the right thing.
Road to hell.
Rogues only play off of dex, or don't. It's not only, but they don't play off of strength, right?
You can
Not really. They
because most of the items are versatile, or like I think you can as long.
But it has to be a finesse weapon, doesn't it, for your sneak attack?
A finesse, I thought meant that you could use either.
Finesse means you can use your dex. Versatile is you can use either two-handed or one-handed.
Yep.
Sneak attack can only use finesse weapons.
But you can attack with your strength. You just don't use the finesse property, right? Isn't that how that works? Finesse just enables you to choose between dex or strength, right?
Not for sneak attack. For sneak attack, it has to be using dex.
Okay.
Would it as a new player? I have a -1 to my strength. In my score sheet.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's character. It's fine.
Dex fighter, totally valid.
Would it be advisable, because I get 1 point to put into either strength or dexterity in the piercer? Would it be advisable to go with a dexterity point or strength to get me to at least a 0?
Would the point and dex bump you up by to an even number?
They would bump me to 18.
Yeah,
I would recommend that one.
Yeah, dex for sure.
Yeah, because strength really isn't holding you back aside from the heaviest armor and then any athletics checks. But that's really about it.
Strength saving throws, yeah.
Everything else you've got
arm wrestling,
dexterity for.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I hope you all jinx the mid jungle. Good.
Yep.
Nailed it, man. I'm good at League.